Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Courts This Week. A lot of legal developments took place in the third week of July 2020. Let's start with the Supreme Court updates. The Supreme Court issued notice to Advocate Prashant Bhushan, asking him to show cause as to why contempt of proceedings should not be initiated against him over his tweets on the judiciary. A bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra took cognizance of two tweets made by Prashant Bhushan on June 27 and 29. Court also issued notice to Attorney General for his assistance in the case. Twitter appeared in the case as well. This happened because a lawyer had prior to the court taking suo motu cognizance of issue, filed a plea seeking criminal contempt against Bhushan for posting a tweet which was against the Chief Justice of India, Bobde, on basis of photo of him on a bike, and the court thus held up the Twitter India for accountability as to why these tweets were not taken out. Twitter submitted its reply that it shall in fact take down the tweets after the court orders it. In this case, the Supreme Court approved the constitution of an inquiry commission headed by Justice B.S. Chauhan, former Supreme Court judge, to probe into the genuineness of the encounter of the UP gangster Vikas Dubey. The Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who appeared for the government of UP, suggested the name of Justice Chauhan. The SG also suggested the name of Forward Director General of Police K.L. Gupta to be a part of probe team. He also submitted that all background checks have been conducted for the former DJP. The court, after hearing a batch of police seeking formation of a central agency, led probe into gangster Vikas Dubey's encounter case. Court had asked the government to suggest names of retired Supreme Court judge and retired police official to form part of the commission which is already conducting an investigation into the issue formulated on the behest of the government itself. Thus, the two suggested names have been added to the commission. In the ongoing Rajasthan vs Sachin Pilot saga, Supreme Court has refused to stay the Rajasthan High Court proceeding and observed that it has decided to hear in detail the Speaker's allegations against High Court's decision to extend the time for filing replies by the rebel Congress MLAs. A bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra said that the special leave petitions filed by the Speaker C.P. Joshi will be heard on Monday, observing that serious questions related to democracy are involved in the matter. Top Court took up 11-year-old contempt case against Advocate Prashant Bhushan relating to his remarks against Supreme Court judges in an interview given to the magazine in 2009, where he allegedly said that half of the 16 Chief Justices were corrupt. As per the complaint filed by Salve, Prashant Bhushan also said that in the interview he had no proof of the allegations. Salve also alleged that Bhushan made a serious imputation against the then Chief Justice S.H. Kapadia by stating that he had heard a matter involving Sterile Company despite holding shares in it. Complaint was filed by Salve through an interlocutory application filed in Sterile case in which he was the amicus curiae. Court adjourned the case and will now take up it on August 5th. Supreme Court on Monday imposed a fine of Rs 1 lakh each on all petitioners while dismissing 2 PIL, seeking protection and conservation of ancient remains and artifacts which are found while digging the land around the birthplace of Lord Ram in Ayodhya during construction of the temple. Miffed with the plea, the three-judge bench said that the police was an attempt to stall the implementation of the Ayodhya land dispute verdict and consequently deemed it frivolous. In this case, the Allahabad court took suo motu cognizance of plight of minor girls in the UP's Chitrakoot, alleging that they were forced to trade off their bodies by the lockdown-induced financial crisis. The bench had issued notice to district magistrates and chairman of District Legal Services Authority Chitrakoot based on a letter petition sent by Supreme Court advocate Dr. Abhishek Atri. As reported by India Today as well, minor girls from poor tribunal families were forced to work in illegal mines for survival, but the contractors and middlemen don't pay their wages easily. Thus, the girls were forced to trade off their bodies for mere wages. Matter publishing video of children painting on a nude body. Kerala High Court prima facie says that it is use of child for sexual gratification, rejecting the argument of the controversial Kerala activist Rihanna Fatima said that she has published the video showing her children draw paintings on her naked body with the aim of imparting sex education. The High Court of Kerala on Friday dismissed her application seeking anticipatory bail as well. The Calcutta High Court has observed that students shall neither be barred from accessing online classes nor prohibiting from participating in online examinations till August 15. Court was hearing a writ petition demanding no students enrolled with private unaided schools should be barred from accessing online classes or prohibiting from participation in the online examinations. Delhi High Court in this case has held that 2019 amendment to Section 29A1 timeline of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act has retrospective effect from October 2015. In view thereof, the court held that Section 29A1 shall be applicable to all pending arbitrations seated in India as on August 30, 2019 and commenced after October 23, 2015. It further held that there is no strict timeline of 12 months prescribed to the proceedings which are in matter of international commercial arbitration as defined under the Act seated in India. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and share button. Subscribe to my channel as well.